Staying there, they have a smoke as well.
Ooh, attempted the chance spam from Alexi, but it won't find anything. IEM forced off of Donut. They might want to try and take a bit of space back after losing this control over middle. Alexi moves in, trying to lend a helping hand, but it's Chopper whose head's on a swivel. Good for the openers. Goes down after the fact. Donk falls immediately, and now it is just Shiro throwing into the clutch. Not a name you should ever forget about is Shiro. Oh, look at this fight at CT, and it's wonderful to fall down. Now just bit left in this, 10 seconds. Time is of the essence, and Shiro gonna need this plant, taps on it, tries to bait the Shiro lights them up. Another clutch for the clutch king here in Katowice. Look at him go. What a way to break into this series. It's a 1-on-2 or a 1v3 out of Shiro that absolutely decimates NaVi. The jump check is one bridge too far when you're up against this guy.
I am mind blown. Server breaking headshot. No one was ready for that. That was almost the perfect play. To jump and check that is almost the best thing you can do. But you need a molly to break this position, and Wonderful awaits. There's that Molotov. Oh, it breaks. Well, it doesn't even land correctly. It doesn't matter. The threat of it is enough. Wonderful reposition. No heaven to worry about, and he gets donked. Open up into middle. 5-on-4, and the AWP is gone from the round.
Still, it's swiftly equalized thanks to Alexi B up in the cave. Chopper falls, Donk with the trade, so 2 kills for him here, but caught knife out. And that's a nice, easy kill for JL. Donk thinking he's a lot more room than he did, and NaVi have just full adjusted. Moving over to play around the bomb. Team Spirit, they can't win this run. So Shiro and Zontix will just back out of there and hold on to these guns. NaVi get on the board in the 3rd round.
I think that was a bit strange.
Well, we have Bit here in the temple side. Wonderful jiggling from Donut to full A execute with a couple lurks out mid. IEM gets killed on heaven, and they're going to come in on this Donut split. Loads of time. The pressure is not on Team Spirit, and they await the kill. Shiro is given it. Donk doubles up, and that might be a save forced here for NaVi. Overwhelmed by the A split. I do like how much Spirit have been taking delayed mid takes on the T side of this map. You can never truly get comfortable.
NaVi, their money now broken. They just have this one gun on JL.
Donk moving up ramp this time. There's no one even watching this. It's just a long player. JL's tucked in, but you can win the round off this kill with Alexi so deep in the cave and not coming back anytime soon. Donk always heard the steps. JL knows what's up. Donk gets that entry, and that is a very difficult situation for NaVi. As long as they plant for the long side, there is no stopping this. Through the smoke goes Zontix as the break comes in, and NaVi are pushed out of their own bomb site.
The call was apparently, hey, let's just make sure we have mid, and let's play heavy mid. And, a bit easier on the side, so Team Spirit, that's why I said a rush could have been good, but this is also just a bit faster, going up ramp, just letting Donk search for a player.
They're going to start to walk up now. Donk, tip of the spear, first man in. Alexi's molly going to force a reaction, and they go swinging into it. Donk perishes in the Molotov. Comes after Alexi's death, but he's done what he had to do in the round. With 15 seconds left, these kills matter as they lock out Team Spirit. Chopper will deal with JL. That bomb's still in no man's land, though, and there's no recovering this one. Even as Chopper picks it up, there just isn't time to plant. And so NaVi know they've done it. They don't even go peeking in. They don't give up those fights.
Great call for NaVi to not rotate outright. Not only does Alexi stay in the cave, he throws his smoke, and that draws Spirit, thinking that maybe we've forced the rotate out of JL.
And they might just go for something up tempo here. That's a cave smoke being lobbed out from spawn, courtesy of Chopper. Going to nullify the amount that NaVi can look to get involved in this lane fight early, and that gives room up through ramp. Magix and Donk will open the round. It's Alexi back in the cave. Might have been able to reel them in last time they attempted this B play, but this time it's a whole different kettle of fish. Trapped on the other side of this smoke, even getting spammed down.
Oh, the nades.
He's borderline out of the round already, and with IEM in here with him, it's crazy to me that Navi are even hanging around right now. They'll get silenced by DONK. It starts to back up. IEM still floating through the cave, and his journey back is not guaranteed. So this two-man save that they're attempting isn't even a guarantee, and suddenly they get all the kills. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Spirit went hunting, but they're too far away. Oh, Bit's like so indecisive, and he never even tried running back in.
I think he could have.
That's wild.
Not Bit, but maybe IEM?
No, but Bit had the kit. It had to be Bit. He wasn't that far out.
That's so weird. I mean,
I want to go as far as
Navi, like, you're not expecting the round to end like that, to suddenly get given all 3 fights, win them all, and still have some time left, but...
I don't know why Bit wouldn't. I mean, it was close. It was definitely, you know, maybe not, but no matter who's on the other side, we will start with 3B now for Navi. They're going to block ramp immediately. DONK denies everything in middle. Despicable headshots.
There's probably some element, you know, you're coming into it. You're under no illusion that this guy's good, but there's maybe that part of you at the back of your mind that's like, nah, but come on, he's just kind of running at people. Like, we can beat that. And then he starts running at you, and it's like, oh god, this is terrifying. It's actually horrific to try and deal with.
Coming through the smoke, there's no respect from Spirit in these post plants. It's almost lost them one, but they have got Navi trapped out in CT. Another smoke, another push, says ZywOo as he goes gunning for the end of the round. 8-2. DONK sends his regards.
And he's giving fist bumps all around. Big smile on his face. Insane impact right off the top of that one. Once again, the round just kind of won or lost based on these mid-fights, and it's all DONK all day. Dude, I mean, you know, we were talking about Chopper earlier on and how, like, this is the best pieces he's had. But I think one of the things that's so sick there as well is, you know, we know this guy is someone that loves to play around with the pace of the game.
Frequent focus for Team Spirit. It does do a little bit of damage, but DONK waits for the fight and he's going to get it. Sending his team in with him. The missed shot from the orb. At that point, it's not even Spirit. Wonderful just doesn't connect. Luckily, there's a second player hiding in this cubby. They don't know about IEM, and they might not molly it for a change. We've actually got Navi putting focus on fighting in middle. It's going to be spammed through the smoke. IEM needs a multi-kill, or this round's dead in the water. I love that swing through the smoke. He only gets one, though. DONK equalizes and looks to get that bomb back under control.
Oh, Magic's trying to hit this timing up through Ram. Nearly awkward, but able to adjust back in time. He catches Alexi, smokes off CT. Navi kind of need to go through this. They want to try and fight for the B control, and they take it back. A minute left to play with here. Chopper and DONK still up for Team Spirit, and Navi are grouped. No, not grouped, rather. They split up. JL's aggressing down the ramp alone, and he'll catch them both to salvage a third for Navi at the end of this first half. Regardless, it's DONK and the rest of Team Spirit leading the charge with a massive lead heading into this second half. Is there any hope for them to bounce back now that they move onto the T side here on Ancient?
Don't give him a smoke shot. Don't make it easy for him. They're going to run him down. DONK hears this and gets a good retreat to keep his round alive. Oh, he's got to run all right. Realizing fighting is his only option. ZywOo from afar falls as well. 3 on 4. Magic does get that spot, but now knows his rotation is cut off by Bit, who comes hunting and gunning. No connections from these USPs. Firing nothing but blanks here for Team Spirit. And Navi have that B site.
Shiro cracks his knuckles. Another pistol round needed. Let's see if he can do it with the dual Berettas. This time it's one step harder, and Bit locks him out of it with a hat trick to find the pistol for Navi, doing what maybe he should have done.
Winning the pistol round. I think DONK does a great job of escaping, realizes ZywOo is there, but instead of just holding with him, kind of goes back to search for the fight, and he was by himself there. So
instant B door smoke goes in from Team Spirit. We were promised some fighting here. Could end up getting it. Straight out mid, Navi trying to keep the pace high, and DONK is caught trying to make his way into Donut. It's a lovely opener from IEM, who gives Team Spirit a taste of their own medicine. With this faster play out in the mid. He's netted a 5-on-3 for his Team Spirit. Already, this one feels rough. You're relying on some individual heroics here as Navi are kind of shuffling their pieces around.
So let's see JL. They're slowly trying to search for the Navi players.
Ooh, no guarantees, and he will lose his armor. Still by Kevlar or if he's feeling naughty, but
Thanks to that one kill with the Galil, yeah.
yeah, the money is... Okay, Donk just buys full nades and kit and armor, so he's expecting a drop. Spirit planning to buy up. Great flashes and great finish from NaVi.
Fake A-rush.
Lexi gonna try and sell it. Oh, the flash blinds Shiro, but he wrestles with that M4. And will secure the kill to Alexi. Chopper already makes it down the ramp. And that's the bomb tumbling away from Navi. With it, maybe the round. Ema and Bit both perish at the hands of Zontix down here in middle.
Don't know what Navi were really hoping for. After Alexi dies with nothing in A, no fake sold, they walk through a B smoke, they walk through a mid smoke. It's optimistic at best for Navi. And maybe a mid pop through the smoke. Chopper getting aggressive on the cave as expected. And here's that flash. Fantastic. Shiro wasting all his bullets, but he won't live much longer. Donk does in two, but everyone falls around him. And Navi break their way into the B site. Bomb has to make it. Oh, if Zontix had his gun out there, could have been something. But Navi will get a path to safety and a plant.
Zontix gets out and Navi cool off the hunt. At this point, they're thinking about their own money more than that of Spirit's. Even removing this M4 wouldn't have had, you know, huge consequences. Spirit would have still been coming through with the buy, so they just give Zontix that respect.
What it does do is allow him to drop an AWP over to Shiro, who can now have nades with it, and, you know, just playing longevity here for Team Spirit. Navi are right behind them. 3 rounds is the difference. Oh, with a full buy coming right through for Team Spirit.
Able to get control one more time.
Donk breaks window smoke and fights for it. Meanwhile, Spirit continue this aggressive posture at B. I love the spam. He's selling it. Magic is just setting Chopper up to walk through that smoke. Meanwhile, Donk does the same and connects his spam as Navi get locked off at the door again. Alexi goes through. It's a very deep smoke. And Spirit are fine with that. 5-on-3. As long as they don't forget that this ramp timing is open. Gonna check cave. Chopper. Oh, there's no spot. He'll see it. Molly comes down, but they're up ramp as well.
Yeah, they're in behind Chopper, but he just focuses on this cave fight. Not worried about ramp yet, and his teammates rotate in and make quick work of Navi. That round is all Chopper and Donk making aggro plays down through B ramp is Chopper. That's how he opens it.
To Spirit would have been a really poor buy, so they want a little bit more.
Oh, Shiro.
Shiro is all
the rotates are a long way out considering they have all this control at lane, and that shot only being a tag, at least he gets back into the temple. Worst case scenario would have been losing that AWP. Now the rest of the guys can make their way over from mid, and it's a mowdown, it's a cleanup. The danger of the round dodged when Shiro retreats. Spirit onto map point.
Important bomb denial for Team Spirit there. Got a very fast B play for JL. The molly kind of forces him in, and he will take that opportunity. He's been the only one fragging in this game for NaVi, but that will come to an early end.
And they're trying to bully this B hold of Magix and Chopper, but Chopper is just not giving them an inch, nothing for free, Bit dead. And now he's going to smoke off the cave, get a bit more passive with it. Zontix, in the meantime, has taken all this space. Spirit still remaining active in spite of being in the 5-on-3. They know this means there's holes in the Navi default, and Zontix is well aware that he has found one. This backstab will end this, surely just the one. They turn back in time. They deal with him on the A push.
Such a dominating performance from Spirit. They've been one step ahead for the majority of this game.
And even there, Magix just probes for a second, gets the info as to where they are. And Spirit ease back into the bomb sites. They're going to double up over towards cave. Now that they know it's not there, they spot them coming up ramp. It's all become clear to Team Spirit. The rotate's coming in, and Magix, who has been quiet here, locks IEM out of it. Team Spirit looking like the real deal. Navi were meant to be their first proper test yet, and they get through this first map with ease.
Bit of aggression from Navi come through A, but Spirit are very spread right now. They're far from committed.
Oh, a clean opener from JL. He was the guy laying down the pain for Navi on that last map. They pull everyone over. And now they look to begin the retake. One flash on Alexi, smoke as well. That can either be used for the bomb or to lock off one of these angles. More likely the former. Flash comes out, Donk swings and falls. Zontix now from down in dark tries to thin the herd, tries to make life a little easier for Shiro. 1v3 with a P250. He would have to do it again, just like how he started Ancient, and this time he's locked out of it. It's JL with a commanding pistol round, 4 kills strong to find that first for Navi. Bit tucked in the corner here, JL close by, ready to assist should he need to. He's tucked in behind the fountain. Bit takes contact, dropped out, and that's a double opener from this dastardly duo. As Spirit have in their back pocket. A site cracked wide open, and Spirit also win the fight out towards B. They're in a position where they could assault either side, but this leaves them spread thin, and Wonderful takes advantage of that. 2 kills from the heavens as Spirit tried looping back over the way. They lose control of the site.
He doesn't have to be super close if he maybe has a flash to help him, something along those lines, but yeah, just good entries.
If this is going to be our little A main taking duo for Spirit, I'm very excited to see Bit on the T side
with their rifles out. And that's not the start.
How's that? It's not only a wallbang, it's also a headshot. How's it either of those things?
CS2, man.
Yeah.
Patience from Spirit, right? Like, they're just waiting for Navi to make these moves. They're gathering information, plenty of time left. Now they can retake mid, see if Bit can do something here.
Ooh, on the swing, just decapitated Chopper, swinging it round, deals with him. That's now they go into this double stack. Sure, if they commit to the A play, they will be going into the more stacked of the two, but options are still open as Spirit. They throw this in as a bit of a fake. They're going to go back and rejoin Magix over at this B site, and with IEM getting smoked off, that spam really does just signal the end of the round. Even a kill from Shiro over in middle on that AWP on a player just taking a peek out from camera. And Navi don't know what just hit them. They get pushed, they get pulled all around the map, and with the openers coming up in favor of Spirit every step of the way.
Donk setting up a nade for the break. They're going to pop through this smoke into the Molotov. Just like that, Dark becomes Spirit. A good follow-up grenade. Navi flashed their way in, though. Oh, that could have gone a lot better. There's still a chance, but coming through the B-long smoke, Alexi fires back. He's got something to say. Finally, with teammates on this B-bomb side, the captain can put up a double. He upgrades. There's incentive for Navi to bait their teammates here, just so Spirit think they've killed the flank, when in fact there's even more. Will they take space in this post plant? Scared about Heaven more than anything, but a loud flank for Navi. 2 already spotted, they're coming in.
Yeah, and they see the util now as well. They know that there's another man here. Shiro, 1v1, and he knows that Alexi's coming main. Someone was throwing those flashes, and it's Alexi eliminated. Shiro adds another clutch to the tally. This AWP just keeps racking them up. Team Spirit, 5-1 lead.
Yeah.
And they're able to regain control versus a low buy round around the saved AWP that was getting out of hand very quickly.
Navi may feel like, you know, because we're making noise, Spirit know we're all here, but if Alexi's not throwing that util that was ultimately, you know, inconsequential on the retake, Navi would have had a far better chance of winning that round. It's not going to change much, though. Bit still playing anti. Zontix on his own. Should be a dead man here.
Yeah, he's got to hit that one. And yeah, Wonderful will.
Do they just pop into B now, knowing where the AWP is? Oh, no one fires off that flash. Spirit are ready to go.
Chopper smoked off, but that opener, that is wild. Donk, just lays waste to the B side.
Oh.
One-man army. I was going to say if he can get the kill, Chopper can suddenly come through Dark, but man, Chopper's not needed. Donk just deals with them both.
it's not supposed to be that easy.
Yes, I feel like I play against a donk every FACEIT game. IQ, that's what happens. That's what happens to me. But yeah, just I mean, incredible. Completely dismantles the defense on his own. I don't even think once Wonderful shows himself and gets the kill in A main, you know that the reaction might come on B. Alexis shoulder peeking, kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
right. Like
he's not looking for that fight, but
don't worry, Yanko. You know, Donk.
oh, dude, that's the face of someone like that. That is the face.
That's my face.
Yeah.
Another B split.
Yeah, that smoke goes into block, and Navi breathe a sigh of relief. Chopper tries his hand at lurking up through dark again, and this time is silenced. Now, that's all the util whittled through. As Zontic's falling to this main push, this looks more like it for Navi. 3 players left to get through. Magic's, Shiro, and Donk lie in wait back at main. For Navi, this one isn't much of a guessing game. That push has allowed and freed up an extra player to rotate on in. Gonna need something special here, and what's got cooked up for us? Just the one. Magic's gonna get the trade at least. 2 on 3.
Time.
But very little time. They're not gonna be able to do this one. The clock will elude them. Navi finally put another round up on the board.
Oh my God, at what cost though? A shame. It feels like they could have tried to swing that together, and you know, if you both get the kills, the plant is available, you win the round. You know, what their lurkers find or what their mid-presence finds. Right now, it's still stacked over on the B side, and Donk dies. It's more likely going to be camera to A. If Zontic dies, we're in trouble, but he takes 2 with him, and they can just run through the camera, eyes to the sky, Spirit can plant, and just when you think Navi have put down the player that matters most, it doesn't. Spirit are in for another.
Magic's, even though he was loud on the rotate, still holds this line and is just able to delay Ema. Zontix then comes back in with his 3rd kill in the round. The real saving grace for Team Spirit here when they lose that prong over towards the B site. He stands and delivers on his own over at A. Wonderful. This off save is not guaranteed, and they might even remove Alexi as well. You said a big save would be needed for Navi if they were to lose this one. And they might never get the chance. It's just Alexi left, and Spirit are going for the throat. They're going for the jugular. They want to try and remove this gun. Alexi, they're right here, but they're gonna bypass him.
It's whatever, you know. It's whatever. You're saving 1 gun. It's not gonna win you the round. Given the way that Spirit are playing right now, and I don't just mean as individuals, but as a roster. I love that. Again, the options are just so open for Spirit with these defaults, with these really late mid takes. Navi, they've tried playing aggressive mid. JL's been sniped. Bit's been cleared out at double doors. We're seeing Shiro screaming alongside Donk now. The energy is infectious.
That's something that you definitely have to notice with this squad. Is it feels like it
seems like they're ready for everything. They cover each other really well in round.
This is good. Through mid could get out of hand, but Shiro repels it. And so you needed him to deliver something like that. This round kind of hinges on him doing that. And he manages it. Bit with the dual Berettas, an immediate dink, but a trade from Donk. Well recovered. Alexi on the M4 swinging on out. The round's not done yet, 30 seconds, and Shiro is a long way away. He's wounded as well. Magic's, who's had a bit of a free ride throughout this so far, hasn't been required to step up, now thrust into the limelight. Has some util coming in that's going to cut off the camera rotation, or at least that's the design, but straight through it for Navi, and only damage done. Shiro, 10 seconds, low on HP. He can't go for this.
Yeah, I think the biggest incentive is not giving them the AWP, to be honest, this late in the half. Just keep it yourself. Of course, the bomb's still back at the bomb site, and they knew Alexi was close. Oh, nice shot on the way out. Got 1 gun saved at least, but you could tell from Magic's crosshair, he set up wonderful well there, or Ima rather, with a flash. It's a nice trade out for Alexi, making sure they're making moves, but eyes on the A site, that's where they need to be.
For Team Spirit, they can't just afford to dig themselves in here. They've got to take a bit of space, and they're looking to work that now over towards heaven. Where this crumbles is if Shiro isn't able to withstand the fights through camera, or they lose the heavens, and Chopper at least holds on, but no reaction on the camera player. Shiro's got to hold on to main. He's got to keep his eyes about him, and there's one kill. Looks up to the heavens, but Alexi's played his hand, and they know he's coming in through main. There just isn't time for Alexi B. Surely hops on the bomb now, but Chopper is here to deny it, and so it's 9-3 for Spirit on the back of the captain's 3K to close the half. Gonna rotate. I didn't imagine he would up and leave completely. This is crazy.
They're realizing, surely, they're realizing there's not a single, there's just one smoke. That's it.
I can't believe he runs back out in the middle like everything was going to be fine. There's a trade back from Zontix, but more men in mid. Ema fires off immediately, and Donk taps back. We somehow end up at a 3-on-3. Even though that fake looked like it would work wonders, it still gets close, but Navi will take the pistol. Chopper calling for an immediate rotate around, or Bit usually very proficient here, and he's even got support. A second man in Alexi B.
Oh, these nades.
It looks to move in, but ends up getting locked out. Bit usually fantastic here, but it's Zontix to get the better of him. Zontix, very smart with this real estate, man. After winning this double, he's kind of longed it out for as long as he can with no util net down, and now he's dropped this smoke in. He slows the push. They're going to try and break it to get past him. Only damage to JL. But now they know this play's coming in at A.
Well played to break, right? They don't wait. They don't allow Zontix to play that on his own timing. They're in the site now. Shiro waiting for the big flank, in no hurry to force these kills. Magic's will. Bombs going down, but this smoke is actually a problem for Navi as they get spammed right through it. Wonderful needs a clutch, and he might be good for it. 5 in the bag! And into the face! 4 kills for Wonderful. Navi are here to play.
A name we haven't had to say much yet, but what a way to arrive. Wonderful has landed in Katowice, and it's on his back that they find that. Oh, for Spirit, that one's like a gut punch. They thought they'd won the round. They thought they'd done enough, but dancing around default, Wonderful. What a display.
That's sick. It was about time.
And so now Team Spirit, desperate times calling for desperate measures.
Oh, he
set in the back of the site, and one more player here, but Chopper's smoked off. The nades, they might think this is clear now because they get that kill. Magic's one from him. Can he find any more as he's trapped in this smoke? He spams out another. Chopper reigns in from CT, and now it's Alexi's time to clutch. Swinging on out, Chopper dead. Magic's low on health. He sees the barrel, but Alexi's gone, and it's Magic's from nowhere with 3 kills in at the back of the site.
So now Navi know their fake hasn't worked. And how will that change the outcome of the round? They're still going to pop in A main. Zontix dodges the flash. Bit still wins that engagement again. Here's the split. One man on the side. Shiro's got to hit some bangers. They're getting closer, and he is overwhelmed. Donk throwing himself around the corner. Has to save the round. The shotgun from across the map. And Magis closes the distance as he jumps away. He can't close the round. Navi, barely by the skin of their teeth, find an 8th.
Delayed B hit from Navi.
The util needs to go out soon. Donk's in the open. They come swinging out of main. Magic's blinded. Also, same problem. And this is a brutal execute for Navi. They take 2 heads and they take the round just like that.
Spirit does save 3 weapons, though they will be able to buy in the next round.
That's a sick play for Ema.
2 weapons, and it's maybe even going to get worse. Shiro just tuck in. Resist that voice in the back of your head telling you to peek, and he will get out with the AWP.
Double digits, even game now. And Navi certainly favourite, just given off of the momentum they have. A fantastic T-side, 1 round to show for Spirit. To think this game might have been over if it wasn't for Wonderful pulling out that 1v4.
So now, I think Spirit is going to try to do something aggressive, right? Like, them laying back hasn't really worked, so let's see if Navi is ready for that.
I'm getting stressed. Ooh, run boost. Wonderful uses it to drop down Donk.
Crazy, he's here so much faster than anyone's expecting, and so Donk, timing's throwing off. That peak goes the way of the AWP. Shiro at least reigns out to find an equalizer, find the 4v4. They're going to leave JL down in dark. Meanwhile, Wonderful did leg it back, and he did that loud. So Team Spirit can't go thinking dark is clear, or else they're going to award JL with a kill. Oh dear, those footsteps appear to have really sold Team Spirit. Bit now waiting back in main, and another one of these kills going his way over Zontix. The head-to-head between these two having flipped around massively. Chopper likely already calling for a save here. Wants this round over. He wants it done now. He wants 3 guns to get out of it. And not even that's guaranteed. That kill, I wonder if that entices them back in. It would feel a little desperate with how out of position they are, but the bomb's still not down yet. They're making good timing on this rotate.
You definitely look at this one now, finding Alexi and Spawn looking the wrong way. Bit has won his fight v Zontix, but he has to do so much more. Tucked in heaven, he goes for the swing. Chopper, the round rests on that kill, and he keeps it active. 2-on-2, Shiro was already saving. He's drawn back into the round, but JL has a powerful post-plant position.
Chopper's going to lead the way, low HP on the AWP, and he swings out heaven. It's an easy kill for JL. Just Shiro, a missed shot from Wonderful. The hero that kickstarted this whole comeback, now thrust into a 1v1. It's down to the pistols, and Wonderful holds the line. Another clutch from this guy, and that sees NaVi now take the lead. From a 1v4 to kickstart the comeback in the first place, to now a clutch 1v1 versus Shiro, to take the lead for NaVi and save the day in a round that felt done a long time ago.
Easier said than done. That is the clutch king of Katowice, the second highest clutcher in Katowice history of Shiro. And actually pulling back through Beach instead is Donk for that safe A rotation. Spirit know exactly what's going on. They've got no nades. They have to win every fight.
Zontix on the swing. It's only damage as once again he's gained the better of, but it's Donk to lay them up with 2. Concealed in at the back of the site is Chopper, round in the palm of his hand, and with that kill there, it's stripped away, equalized out at 11 all. A big 2K from Donk, who delivers when the pressure is on, and it tees up Chopper to finish the round. A tie game again. Main gets re-smoked now at the 40-second mark, and Molly to fall up in towards Dark. Donk's mollied out into the open, but that counter Molotov into Dark denies any immediate punish. Alexi, you madman. He could have the round on a silver platter right here. With Chopper falling, this B holds down to 2. Alexi's going to break this smoke, but they hear that. Magix turns and deals with it. Donk, this is the moment. He has to deliver now. They're in his bomb site, and it's just the 1 kill. Shiro and Zontix in a 2 versus 3. The money is on the line for Team Spirit, and it just might end up falling apart here. If Shiro goes for this and comes up short, they've got nothing up against Navi's 12, and so he can't justify it. It's going to be the best thing they have in this next round. And so they manage that at least, but not exactly sighs of relief on the back of that.
Again, I want to say, like, all the attention was on that hit with Alexi flanking and the shotgun and Donk in backside, who can only get a kill, but Wonderful found the crucial entry, jumping over the smoke for info and spamming out Chopper, who had a rifle in the B-bomb site. That was the breaking point. Well, there won't be long to wait, because NaVi look ready to explode. JL coming in from Dark, no nades to be primed. Donk drops his Molotov, but they're ready to go.
Yeah, once more it's Donk and Magix who have to stand and deliver. 1 kill from the shotgun, 1 kill from Donk. But as we saw, 1 kill wasn't enough for this guy last time. Just buying time for the rotates is already big. Chopper falls, Donk can't quite turn in time, and it's only Zontix left standing. His game started to fall apart in main, and now he's thrust into a 1v2 while he's feeling ice cold. He was the first wheel to fall off the wagon for Team Spirit. And so expecting him to 1v2 here, surely this is asking too much.
If he's waiting out the smoke with no kit, he's hoping and praying. There's no way he's got to go through. NaVi, after a 9-3 down half, have clawed this game back well and truly. Mirage is our battleground for the finale, and Zontix is simply out of time and out of luck. What a game for NaVi, right when you're ready to write them off. They pull a monstrous game on the T side of Anubis, and we will have to end this on the 3rd.
And they'll go low and slow to open, but that barrage of util now comes out. Wonderful, their worst nightmare tucked in behind triple. Bit brought down low. Wonderful swings it wide and gets nothing done. It's Zontix making amends for a quiet end to Anubis. He certainly opens Mirage in the right way. 3 kills and the pistol is as good as theirs.
Yeah, no doubt on these T-sides. For neither team, really. Navi have had phenomenal T-sides with this roster, but Spirit comfortable as it gets, and Zontix goes hunting for the final kill. Triple entry from the guy is certainly not a bad start to this game, and it'll be him and sh1ro to combine for the close. Team Spirit with a pistol round.
Make sure they have this control, that Team Spirit can't slip anyone through the back lines. But now they've got to be worried about the front lines. Team Spirit already out through ramp. No way of slowing this down, they're already in. IEM gonna rain out with a kill. That's all the way back from jungle, and then Vit suddenly barrels through this smoke at CT. sh1ro and Chopper have given Team Spirit a fighting chance, make it more competitive than it was just moments ago with a kill apiece. But it will have to slow down. That bomb out in no man's land, the timer to get it is fast expiring for Chopper, but he gets his hands back on it.
Got a smoke, he's got options, but he's not in a hurry to plant, hoping that Navi overread this one and over-rotate. They will not move a muscle. They know both players were here, and that's enough to stay in the site. Unscoped timing couldn't come at a worse one as IEM moves in. It's a trade, but that's all as Navi find their round. I love that re-aggression, double-layered. First, it's Bit pushing through the CT smoke to assist, and then later, Navi go hunting for information.
Oh yeah, Magic's gonna get sent flying, hoping this throws off the aim of this AWP. Turns from the flashbang and then gets right back on at the top of mid. DONK taps out too, but he's dead on the jump. Fantastic reaction from IEM. And that alleviates a lot of the big worry in this round. If this was the 2-on-3 with sh1ro and DONK still in the picture.
One grenade, one piece of utility. So a bit of a different scenario compared to what we've seen on the first 2 maps. Great spray transfer.
Yeah, and it's
sick shot.
That little reaction from IEM, right? Already some promising signs, right? Because he has been, I don't want to say a non-factor, but just, you know, a little quiet throughout this series for the most part.
What's he got in store on short? Missed Molly, but JL's climbing up mid. Chopper on the other side, making it loud, and he just spams the smoke. Good understanding, good read, and a 5-on-4, but it won't be for long because Piffle is here. Nice reaction down, and they were going to pop A, but Chopper gone from mid, the smoke in the palace. Wow, sh1ro gets an entry regardless, and they're fighting that, and they won't even kill them. He gets caught in the cubby, 4-on-2. Navi shut out of the site, and DONK is coming for you.
Oh, that's a rage-inducing way to go down if you're Bit, right? Like, swings out at top of the stairs, just wants to give ramp a little jiggle, and that offers up that initial pick. And from that moment on, like already, if you're Navi, you have kind of bad feelings about what awaits you there in the remainder of the round. He was kind of the...
They probably get blocked. Wonderful does save the AWP, so now we will have a strong buy here.
Alexi keeps going for these jumps and is yet to be punished for it. Good info there as he sees DONK aggressing through the apartments.
Oh wow, the AWP rotates out, they don't believe it. The mid take's coming in, but it's all a short split, it's all a B hit. It's just Alexi and not for long. DONK finds him, and JL with his back turner can come through the smoke. The flash, there's no play off the flash. JL gets a reload off, he goes hunting, chasing down Chopper on catwalk. That could not have gone worse. JL somehow lives to tell the tale. Chopper with the opportunity to trade will not take it, and Spirit have to fight the market side. It's up to sh1ro.
sh1ro and DONK still in the picture here, but DONK spammed out. sh1ro brings it down to a clutch, and now it's IEM on the other side. Not quite seeing the market, but creeping through. He's got 2 kills to his name, so sh1ro knows where he is and what he's working with here. Dancing around the site, sh1ro tries his hand at the no-scope, and again, second time is the charm for sh1ro as he puts up 3 kills in defense of this B site, and adds another clutch to the tally. He's been full of them today, and that one That one takes the lead for Spirit in quite a big way. It breaks Navi's money. That's one of these early swing rounds, and they've got sh1ro to thank for it.
Is that in-game leader's brain, Yanko? Chopper just overthinking it, running up Cat, trying to get past that player instead of just taking the fight, Jail?
As one man, he's never falling early. He's always kind of harassing with this util and giving the illusion that there's more in mid than really there is. And this time he gets that opener. The B site is Spirit's now, mate. It belongs to them. NaVi, the save call is immediate. And it's far from guaranteed with Magic's already deep in the connector. Flash goes in and a back turned for IEM seals his fate. Bit wants his hands on an AK and he just might get it. Being held by sh1ro's AWP, and well, there he is, gone, deleted by that AWP. Wonderful posted, he knows they're going to come hunting, and so he wants to try and deny that. Conceals himself in the nick of time. Has sh1ro here. If he's able to remove the AWP, that would have been lovely. But it's sh1ro to deal with Wonderful in that head-to-head, deny the AWP save, and really drive this one home. That NaVi, they're on that back foot again. You know, has only had one player in it, or it's been a little light. It's ended over towards B, so we see an early rotate from JL. That meant there were 3 players leaning towards that B site, right as Team Spirit move out onto A. Bit falls, getting nothing done, and the site is taken.
Break in the smoke almost on jungle. They got more nades to do it. Magic putting pressure on. It's a good spam, but you need the kills right now. The clock is already ticking in Spirit's favor, and the util just keeps on flying. It's finally out, but the kills are not. Chopper finding IEM. Wonderful showing off the AWP in connector, and DONK continues to put the pressure on. Navi are falling apart right now. Wonderful just trying to escape through the con smoke, but he's still here in the open fighting. They'll spam him with a Tech 9. sh1ro coming hunting. He has ammo. His team are falling.
Oh, this is getting awkward, but yeah, Wonderful's running for the hills. That is a scrappy post plant there. As NaVi, for a moment, looked like they were going to battle back into it.
Yeah. I thought they were going to save, but then all the kills come through from CT. With about 15 seconds left as well.
A lot of chaotic fights, you know, breaking smokes and whatnot. I think for Bit being in the side, and when an execute comes in, it's going to be really hard. He gets a flash, but isn't able to find a single player who's blind. And I think it was Zontix from Apps who were just able to...
Found, nothing gained. It's Team Spirit running up through the short side. Wonderful, right place, right time on this AWP. Once more, they're going to ask a lot of Wonderful here. Will he be able to stand and deliver? First kill connects. Any more in the chamber? Looking towards the apartment, but it's a dead angle. Everyone for Spirit is coming up through this short side. Nails the second. Wonderful. Can he keep this coming home for NaVi? Pushes up close. No scope, just misses. And that's when sh1ro runs him down. 8 seconds left. Tap on the bomb. There's no winning this for sh1ro. There's no winning this, as just enough time slips through his fingers. NaVi do manage a 4th. Will he get the supporting cast around him? Are we going to have more antics out of DONK and Zontix? These two love a bit of mid harassment, but right now it's sh1ro getting tested over at B. He opens up with the first.
Magic's only with 2 kills in the map right now, but he's got a great position. It will go undeclared. He takes one with him, rotates it here. DONK flooding out the market with the rest of Team Spirit, leaving Alexi in the clutch. A little goosh, but there's more where that came from. They'll run him down. No fear for Team Spirit, and the knife is out to finish the round. They might regret it! They will regret it! But DONK saves the day. Almost a disastrous beginning to this second half.
Could you imagine? There was a moment there where everyone on Spirit, everyone felt their hearts start to sink, that they would have given that one away, but DONK comes in right at the close, low on health, dinked earlier on, and lets out his war cry to let NaVi know that Spirit essentially just running away with this series. Zontix says hello as he comes up behind them, in with the backstab. Lots of money made. $100 more than that knife kill would have been. And so now, just Wonderful. Ooh, just Wonderful. And that's been enough before. Bombs down up in the apartments. Right now, both players for Spirit are playing around it. Wonderful moves in. Looking for the kill, but the smoke in his way. That surely seals the fate of this one. There's no going through this and winning it. He's going to give it his damnedest, but there's the double swing out of the MP9s, and it's an ace for Zontix up against just the pistols for Navi.
I wonder if he drops an op or two M4s. It's an op for Shiro.
With the game Shiro's having, yeah, I would hope so at this point. Found the opening kill of this half. It was 18-5 coming into it. 10-4. It's a 10-winning streak on this map for Team Spirit. And that's one way to begin it. DONK getting his vengeance on Wonderful, who kick-started the comeback on Anubis, the top performer for his squad right now. Spam through a smoke. And they don't even know about the orb. They can expect it. DONK is not done, but Navi may be.
In this one, Spirit look all the better for it. Up 5-on-3, and as mentioned, like, you know, this is really like the rifle round that Navi are meant to try and launch a comeback from. They've only got MP9s to beat. They do get up deep and towards the A site. DONK, a third kill in the round before he's silenced. There's still a man back behind Ticket they don't know about. Zontix dealt with over in jungle. This one's not done yet. Magic slips through, but just looks away. And it's Shiro versus JL. Shiro spams him!
What?
And he has been full of clutches all day, but that one takes the cake. It's a random spam to seal JL's fate, and it's what it does to Navi. The bomb plant gives them a little extra cash injection here. It means it's not all over. It's not over on that one round, but they're left with next to nothing, man. And JL never even got to attempt his 1v1.
Yeah, that was a great reposition for JL to move over there to get into jungle. That would have been the perfect way to cut down a connector rotate. Bomb for him, and he just gets shot through first bullet.
It was the death cam, I think, that gave it away, right? I think whoever was the last, I think Magus communicated on death cam that he's moving towards bench. So that prompted Shiro to just spam the smoke.
Great communication.
Great timing for him to do it, right? But
Bully down low to the util at the start of this round. He's going to try and make a difference now. It's a dink to open, but not a proper check onto Magic's. And so if that last rifle round was kind of the final ticket, the bomb plant enabled them a second chance, a shot at redemption, but it might get snuffed away here with very little to show for it. Navi are down to 3. Ema lurking up through Con. Can he be the difference maker? He's going to have to go huge here. Back's turned as he makes his way out, but Chopper immediately silences him. And is it really going to be a flawless round that sends Team Spirit up on a 12? Match and series point is locked in.
You could have had your doubts of Spirit when they capitulated in the second map, but those should be averted by now. This is an absolute statement win by Spirit if they can close it in this fashion. Frustrated are Navi, dejected. DONK out in the open in middle, but they flash their way back for a jungle fight. Alexi makes it up catwalk, but not for long. And this one starts to drip dry. Everyone's coming for the kills in middle. Ema won't last either. It's Zontix with a double kill. Bomb's going to try lurk back out B. It's JL against Magic's.
Yeah, no one's actually here for Team Spirit, so still a route in, but Magic's back at the bench, nails that opener, and now Wonderful arrives with the bomb, but he doesn't have a teammate, doesn't have any control over the site. He doesn't want to go pushing into this, but look at the minimap. Look at what Team Spirit are doing. They are boxing them in. Zontix, low on health, in the back lines, offers up a kill. And so they at least flush that out. And it's not going to end in some blaze of glory, some comeback just getting denied. No pep in your step. It is dominating. Complete dominion over this third map of Mirage is what Team Spirit have had. And as Navi move in, it really is the great unraveling, the beginning of the end, and the start of something new for Team Spirit. We were waiting to see them tested, and that test still awaits them.